Hello everybody and welcome to my first video collective reading. I'm actually feeling very excited and a little bit of trepidation doing these, but I feel like this is where I'm being called and pulled to go, so I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. And it's in a way, it's kind of like giving back on a larger scale, and as we all know, that the world really does need some love and support right now, and if I can do my little piece, I'd be absolutely happy to do that. So that's why I'm doing these large collective readings, so it can reach more people, and hopefully Spirit can use me as a channel to give you any inspiration or encouragement as you move on your path. For those of you that have had a chance to pick an image that you felt drawn to, thank you for that. I hope that your readings will bring you anything that it is that you're needing, or some clarification, or just for you to feel seen. So I'm looking forward to doing this. I have channeled some notes already for each group. So this is going to be group 1. And I'm looking forward to seeing what comes through. So let's have a look. Group 1. So group 1, your channeled messages for if this doesn't resonate with you, then it may not be your group. So this is basically, I use these channeled messages to sort of help you feel if it's a group that's meant for you. So anything that may hit home for you. If it's not, then that's absolutely okay. It may not be your time now, or it could be another group that you may feel drawn to. So let's just see what we get. Okay, so group 1, first thing I got was a 4-leafed clover. So this is all about you. You've got luck on your side right now as well. I also got angel numbers 111, 222 as well. So if this is something that you may be seeing on the clock, or also 1111 as well. Now, this group is also for people who've carried the lion's share of responsibility. So you could be the head of a household or the oldest sibling. This is also bringing in a lot of entrepreneur energy, but this may be unrealized or something that you are still sort of stepping into. Now, what I love about this group is that you're a very, very empathic, caring kind of group. So quite often you've probably chosen work fields that are quite caring in nature, or you're a very caring in nature person. You may even be very religious and spiritual as well. Quite a lot of teachers, I feel, sort of in this group as well. But quite often the roles that you play, quite often were teamed with self-sacrifice. So this group is all about you sort of stepping into your power, like you have arrived. I see a sort of like Spirit as like as a parent sort of running alongside you as you're just about to take off on your bike. You know, they're just about to let go. So this is really like the black sheeps of the group. This is where you are finally stepping into your leadership role. You may have also overturned your life in the last 5 years, personal life or career as well. Some may have moved a long distance as well. There's been some seriously hard choices that have need to be made as well. There's also lots of charity kind of energy here with this as well. So there may be some real passionate like energy that you may feel very passionate about the world, or human rights or animal rights, that kind of thing as well, came very strongly through as well. The song by Natalie Bedingfield, which I've not heard for ages, kept ringing in my head when I was writing these notes. And the song Unwritten. So it's basically you are writing your own story. And for you to take self-belief, really, I really wanted to come through, to believe that you are on your way, you're making it, you've made the hard choices, now it's time for you to trust, to allow yourself to receive. So this is about letting go and allowing yourself to sort of move forward on your destiny. Now, is there anything I've missed on this? Oh, often self-sacrifice, their personal lives. Yeah, the last 5 years. Yeah, I think I've covered all of that. So that's what I got through. If any of that resonates, then this is the pile for you. You'll know if it's meant for you because you'll feel it. You'll just feel it in your gut and in your stomach. So I'm going to shuffle away and we're going to see what we get. So I'm going to start with what may be like the current sort of energy that's around you, because being the kind of energy that you are, you're being called to step up. You're being called to step into your vibration. So you may be experiencing some sort of challenging, I wouldn't say challenging necessarily, but sort of like an energy where you're having to be brave. And this is the perfect time for you as well, because we've got this new full supermoon coming in on Monday, and it's in Aries. So this is a time for you where you get to step into your courageous self. Like, come what may, don't be afraid. So I'm going to start with my Witch's Pentacle cards, because we're coming into Halloween, which I love. And it certainly feels very autumnal out there today. But that one wants to come. And I'm going to go with that one. Now, with the spiritual people in this group, there may be like a real sense of some real gifts coming in. Because I'm getting real strong senses of smell and feeling and taste. So that could be some new gifts that may be coming in for you. This may be something that you two will be experiencing. I'm going to go for some destiny to see where this is taking you. Now, some of you may be dealing with family members also that have been quite unwell, or you have done that in life. You may have been the person that they cared for, particularly on the feminine, maternal side, I'm feeling as well. I'm going to go for this one. You may have been a carer yourself, actually worked in nursing or something along those lines. Or people who just generally needed help. I'll get two of those as well. Move these up. And kind of put these, it's like mirroring going on here, because I've put them on either side. Everything happens for a reason, so I'm just going to go with it. Trust the process. I'm going to get some of these lovely New Path, I think they're called New Path Tarot. I love these cards. The artwork on them, I don't know if you can see it. Look, aren't they beautiful? Okay. Let's see what's coming up. And any advice tarot can bring. Go 4. And then we're going to have one Sacred Traveller, because it is a journey that we're all on. And let's see what we get. Well, I'm going to pull one more Mermaid. Go from the bottom. Some of you are going to have to face your fears, is what I'm hearing, because I chose, when I choose from the bottom of the deck, that's the shadow side of the deck. So with the shadow side of the deck, these are things that are still unseen, still things that still need to be worked on. So there could be something with that message in terms of, once you face your fears and face your shadow, that's going to be the reward. So I'm interested to see what that's going to say for you. So I just want to make sure that we can see all the cards here. If not, I will show them up to the camera. Right, so I'm going to start with the energy of the group. And we have Lady Goddess, Feminine. A beautiful card. So this is all about you stepping into your power. Now, we all embody feminine and masculine energy. So it's genderless. This really doesn't matter. But when this talks about the Lady Goddess and Feminine, this is about you stepping in your ability to receive. And you can see she's holding this beautiful rose, and this rose all around her. This is all about love and receiving love as well. Being able to nurture yourself in ways perhaps that you've always put others on the back burner. And you notice this full moon on the background here. Especially with this full moon coming, there could be something very pinnacle happening for you over this next couple of days, if not you're already maybe feeling it. I know I felt a lot of the angst in the air today, even though the way the animals are responding to the energies, I'm like, okay, it's coming in, I can feel it. So with this is talking about you stepping into your power as the feminine. Now, with this feminine energy, this is talking about your ability to receive and not chase, that you are trusting the process and the journey. This is also about your intuition as well. Honoring your life cycles, whether you're male or female, it really doesn't matter, because even men experience cycles with hormonal changes and things like that. So I want you to be able to just sort of surrender into it. If you're feeling changes and experiencing energetic frequency, vibrational shifts, trust them, listen to yourself. What is it that your body needs? And this other card, Altar, Dedication. Now, this can talk about you and your own spiritual path. This can talk about if you have any deities that you worship. This is talking about that you are seen and heard by your deities as well. You see all these beautiful stars surrounding this altar here. That you are heard. There may be some wishes, maybe some journaling you've been doing. praying even. You are heard and you are seen. Now I see there's 2 candles here, which reminds me of twin flame energy. So there may be some twin flames within this group that have chosen this one. And you can see the masculine and the feminine energy here as well. We have all the tools that we need in order to succeed in life. And I think that you have a lot of knowledge wanting to come into you as well spiritually. If any of you have been experiencing any headaches or tightness across your third eye where your eyes are, this I feel is like new energy and knowledge that's coming in. You're probably feeling very much the Schumann resonance shifts that are happening right now, the solar flares and light codes and mad dreams. So this is like, I feel that there is something, hence the song rewritten by Natalie Bedingfield. There's a book here. So there could be something really important around books for you, or maybe a book that you're going to be picking up that's going to give you the answers that you need, that's going to give you that sort of propelling forward. Now, I keep feeling like there's this tornado sort of energy here, and it's around the masculine. Now, even though this is actually incense here, but I want to say there may be some influence that may be happening around masculine energy right now. Now, that's very pinnacle because we are entering into this full moon in Aries, and Aries is a very masculine energy. It's the Emperor card in Tarot. It's really about you stepping into your power, knowing that actually you can completely handle and tackle whatever energies that may be moving around you, that it's going to be handled with ease, because you see he's balancing here really. He's sort of balancing all on one foot, so he can do it totally with ease. Maybe it's just really a test to see how much that you realize that you can do, stepping into your own empowerment and be assertive. You know, if there's a career goal that you want to meet, absolutely go for it, and don't leave without them seeing you, truly seeing you. You know, so it's like dress for the job you want, as they say as well. I'm hearing with that as well. So sort of like really sort of embodying all the energies here that's coming in. And the altar, I feel, yes, dedication. You'll have to dedicate yourself to your pursuits, whatever life it is that you're trying to pursue. Trust the path and the journey. Spirit is with you every step of the way, but they are just running alongside your bike now, because the rest you can absolutely do. You don't have to wait for Spirit or the universe to give you the nod to say, okay, you can have it now. You're stepping into the alignment of what it is that you're looking for. Okay. Now I'm going to go along with a little bit of our witch's wisdom. Serenity. Find serenity in nature's embrace. Nature is your sanctuary. This is spending more time in nature. So this is going to be a beautiful card for a lot of people who are much more nature people. You will find a lot more grounding. Obviously, it's a bit more wet and blustery out there now, but it's actually going to be really good for you to just sort of, even if you're in the rain, it's going to cleanse you of a lot of heavy energy that you're carrying. And this is particularly for those that are living in the hustle and bustle of maybe city life. That this, if you can find a park or somewhere where you can go to just to connect with yourself a bit more, because I do feel there's a lot of chatter and a lot of energy around you that can help. Now, well, I want to say help, but it's actually influencing how you feel about yourself and the choice that you make, because I'm seeing 2 trees either side here. It makes me feel like confusion with choices. I want you to be able to just keep looking forward, hence the image on the group, which was the straight road. Keep your eyes on the prize and don't get too influenced by outside issues. Because after all, it's like driving. You drive towards what it is you're thinking about. You drive towards whatever it is you're looking at. So if you're looking at chaos or upset, then that's exactly what you will get. You're manifesting your thoughts quite strongly here as well. And I'm going to go with some tarot here now. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I'll show that card here. Along with the Emperor. So we're definitely in our Emperor phase here. Real strong balancing out of our energies. Okay. And we had the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And then the 4 of Cups. There's lots of waiting energy here. Now, this is a card, like this whole spread to me is where you may be looking at things in a kind of hopeless way. The 4 of Pentacles indicates waiting. Like you're not seeing what's being presented in front of you because you're too busy looking in other directions. Maybe daydreaming a lot about a life and not really sure or certain about how to obtain it. Now with this as well, again, you see lots of nature here. Take some time to contemplate and to rethink and reevaluate. And I'm hearing as well, don't be afraid to practice a little of self-gratitude of what it is that you have and are creating. The Five of Pentacles here is where you may be in fear of lack or loss. This can also talk about health. It's also been a hell of a journey is what I'm hearing as well. So hence the straight road. It's not been a straight road, but it's going to be a straight road now. But it's also where you direct your energy, hence the Emperor. Now with the reversal of the Ten of Pentacles is a beautiful card when it talks about family and stability. Something may have rocked that for you. So I feel that really what we want to do here is just kind of get out of our head, because ultimately, whichever way we turn it, this is a beautiful family. There's lots of loving energy here. And I'm paying a lot of attention here to the lady sitting in the chair. It's like she's reaped all that she has worked hard for, you know, so she gets to sit back and relax, hence the Lady Goddess card. But when it's in reverse, it's feeling not as empowered or as hopeful towards it. But this is still yours. It's just perhaps we've lost focus on it a little bit. And I keep noticing her red shoes. You know, it's a bit like Dorothy when she has her red shoes on, you know, and she talks about wanting to go back home. So maybe there's a part of you that's longing for something that made you feel secure and stable. But I feel really you're being challenged here by Spirit. That because our minds are the biggest problem most of the time. Because we create so many issues for ourselves and our fear is what runs the show most of the time. That really actually you can turn this card right back up because you are the Emperor. You've got Emperor energy here. The Emperor energy, he can manifest and move things in any direction he wishes to go to. I feel like that you need to use your experiences as your as the ingredients for what it is that you wish to create. Because even though we have the Five of Pentacles here, you can turn this around with a bit of self-belief. You notice this crown here, all these diamond shapes, and it's gold. Ideas and inspiration want to come in that's going to help turn this back up. Don't be waiting around for the universe to give you what it is that you want. If you're looking for a role, a career role, or a position in life that you are waiting for the universe to present to you, why don't you become that role? Create it yourself. You know, take those steps. You have to align to this. You are not out in the cold. You are not in lack. But you have come from that space of feeling like that. And now is your time to rise. And I want to put some other tarot cards with that just to give me a bit more clarity over that message. Oh, we got two. Two is coming out. Okay, got lucky three. Okay. We've got the Eight of Swords. This again, feeling trapped, and we talked about in the mind, feeling uncertain of which way to go. Now, this is a phase that you are definitely moving out of. This trapped feeling. To the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that beautiful card. Look at that. Freedom. You've made it. It reminds me of the film The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. You know, at the end, if you ever watched the film, I think it's a lovely film, where at the end he's worked so hard, so much sacrifice, and just keep pushing with every ounce of his being when there was nothing left to give. And after all that sacrifice, he makes it, he gets his position on Wall Street. And when he comes out, you can see it on his face and his being, where he's just standing in the crowd of this bustling street. And he's just giving himself that moment of recognition that he's made it. He's going to be okay now. And that's what I'm feeling with this card. Abundance. You see this white peacock here as well. Now, phoenixes are actually based upon peacocks. And this is all about transformation and purity, innocence, new beginnings. And look how well-to-do this man is. He's not trapped anymore. And these flowers, they remind me of butterflies. Lots of transformation that's happening around you. I'm also hearing travel as well for some of you is going to be coming up. But this freedom from this feeling of just oh, it's just sad is what it is that I get from that. You know, it's just feeling like you're just stuck in a position that you don't want to be in, and you feel like, it feels like the walls are closing in. You know, like you're stuck in a role that you don't particularly like, you don't feel respected, you don't feel that you're being given what it is that you deserve. Well, this is where the universe is recognizing that for you, and abundance is coming in. And look, Six of Pentacles. So if you've had any financial concerns, that looks to be very much on the up. The Six of Pentacles, let you see how it's being given. The universe is giving the gift right here in the center of the card. And we've got lots of gifts, actually. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And she's receiving. You have to be able to allow yourself to receive. The 6 is all about balance, bringing back to you. So all this time where you felt like you were put on do not pass go, that's changing for you. I want you to have this abundant mindset, to know that you are being seen by Spirit and the universe, and they're going to be providing you with what it is that you need to get your goals off the ground. Now, let's take a look at your destiny cards here. Got embracing. Now, me and my partner recently have been talking about embracing, and we talk about embracing the chaos quite a lot, and talk about leaning in. So anything that you may be challenged with at the moment, you see how this, I think it's a kingfisher, but please bear with me on the old breeds of birds. Well, anyway, he's looking to the horizon here, and it looks like he's looking for something that's coming in. Now, some could say, is it a sunrise or a sunset? Now, there is a chapter of your life that is coming to a close, is what I feel with this, and a new one's coming in. And I do see this sort of like fireflies happening here, all around here, like magical possibilities. Now, I want you to acknowledge the journey that you've made, and also the path that's opening up here for you. Believe in the impossible. And with this card, when we talk about challenges that we still need to heal from, I want you to lean into it. No running anymore, no pushing down. What is it that I need to face? And then face it wholeheartedly with who you are. And I feel that it will be over much faster than what it was if you were to just abandon it, because it will just keep coming back until you learn from it. Don't be afraid to lean in. And then this card, adventures. Adventures await. And this beautiful, you see with water here as well. There's lots of emotion here in this group. And I love with all these lovely little tropical birds. So there could be some travel again coming up. Then it could be like far travel. So we could be going long distance. And birds also could be very much a messenger here for you as well, because I keep also seeing birds in my garden as I'm doing your readings. So what I want to say to you with this is that embrace the adventures that await for you. Safety isn't the answer here. It's actually about you embracing what it is that is unknown to you, because safety, it just keeps us stuck in a repeating pattern like this, where if we just embrace what challenges could come, it could open up your whole world. And I love all these colors that are coming in here for you. So it's embracing the colors, embracing the universe. Now we have some fortune telling cards here, and you've got the stars. A long journey brings rewards. Look at that. I love that as a confirmation. Also lots of gifts. Stars here, all about gifts. So you've got spiritual protection here backing you. And I think it's really about, when I'm talking about embracing the journey, it's because I think that it's going to far outweigh anything that you ever imagined. And then you've got the serpent. A sly and subtle approach is needed. Absolutely. And this is all very Kundalini energy here as well. So there could be some very serious spiritual awakening happening. And this is the year of the snake as well. So yes, so take your time, be methodical and pragmatic in your approach, but also enter it with an air of optimism. Don't feel stuck. Don't feel that the universe is against you. I know you've experienced difficult times, but that doesn't have to be your story full stop. It was something you were supposed to experience as you take the leadership role you're supposed to step into, because the snake is also very wise. Okay, and then we have the traveling card. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Now, when I was just looking at this card, then it looked to me like she was writing. I realised she's not, but that's what I saw. Maybe some of you may be left-handers, but I'm seeing writing happening. So writing could be very important. Again, when I talked about the unwritten book, there's knowledge and wisdom that you have that needs to be shared. Don't dream small. Maybe you've been dreaming too small, and anything that's not meant for you, then just let it go. Anything that is meant for you will never pass you by. So I want you to just embrace all your abilities. You don't have to think small. And lastly, the messages from the mermaids of this lovely group 1. We have, watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. So if you have to do a vision board, or if you have to put images on your fridge just to break that pattern of thought, then absolutely do that. I feel that you're onto a really good path. I feel you're setting yourselves free. I feel that this is a time of where you are stepping into your destiny and your ability, and watch people move around you. The more you assert yourself, the more the universe will bend to you. So believe in yourself, keep going, and I'm wishing you all a wonderful week, and I look forward to doing another one of these again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello group 2, and welcome to your reading. Thank you for those of you that have participated, and for any of you if you have just started following my YouTube channel. I feel very, very humbled indeed. So thank you very much for that, and I hope this reading will bring forward any clarity or enlightenment as you move forward, and I'm looking forward to doing this and taking this path with you. So it's all new for us all. So I've done some channeled messages for this group already to see if it resonates with you. Now, with the first pile I just did, there may be some similar messages in this group as well, because I felt some of the channel messages kind of seeped in. So if you felt drawn to pile 1 as well as pile 2, there may be some messages in there for you as well. Now, where are my notes? Here we are. Okay. Right, so pile 2. Okie dokie. So there was lots of healing energy that I felt within this group. So you may be very much on a path of where you are still kind of in that space of letting go is the best way I can really describe it. So there's lots of grounding energy that needed to come through for this group as well. So either spend more time in nature, or also carrying a tiger's eye was very important as well for this group. Now, the tiger's eye will also help you feel a bit more lucky or abundant as well financially. It just felt like I just needed a little bit of a boost for this group. So there's also angel numbers that came through for this group. If there's something that you may be seeing or moving forwards, just sort of know that Spirit sees you and they're working with you to help give you that sort of encouragement. And I got 1111, 888 and 666 angel numbers. So just keep an eye to see if anything like that comes up for you as you move on your path. Now, this group was critical about self-belief, because you're manifesting your thoughts and at a very rapid rate. It might be that you're going through some personal shifts of your own, or having some very challenging feelings. Maybe the world itself is sort of the world is quite difficult at the moment to be in anyway, but you may be feeling it sort of extra sensitive. So it says also the universe is sending you lots of mirroring as well with this group. So there could be lots of repeating patterns or challenges that you may be experiencing. This could be in the work field or home life, because I felt a lot of conflict here as well. So it could be about you stepping in and realizing that you have your own voice. Now, some of you may have throat chakra issues. So if you get colds, it might go to the throat, or there could be if you're just not feeling as expressive or as empowered or assertive as you could be. So the universe is releasing these sort of situations to you, is to release them. So don't be afraid to lean in to anything that's challenging you right now, because they want you to set you on your course. And in order to do that, you have to release those challenging and fearful beliefs. Love is very strong in this group as well, and it keeps being mentioned. So this could be talking about love that you have for yourself and allowing yourself to receive love and assistance. It might be that you struggle asking for help. So don't be afraid. I feel there are people that want to help you, but they don't know how to. But this could be something that you could sort of, don't be afraid to get out of your own way is what I'm hearing with that as well. You don't need to do it all yourself. Okay, I also got the feeling as well that someone was trying to take your attention away from the goal. It could be that someone keeps trying to get your attention, keeps pestering you maybe as well. So it says, who or what is taking your attention away from what it is that you truly want? Are you taking steps and action to the things that you want, or is it someone else's dream? You know, so there's things that we need to ask ourselves as well. Okay, this is also a group for people that may possibly be moving in the future as well. So I got the feeling of possibly a big overhaul or turn in your life. Now, this can either be in career or home and family as well. Home life is also incredibly important to the people in this group, feeling family responsibility very heavily here as well. What do I have there? Oh, sorry, I can't even read my own writing. The universe is encouraging you to make healthy choices and self-empowerment. So it's talking about believing in your own voice and believing in your own gifts. It's kind of like, if you have seen reading 1, it's like you've overcome this part. And that's where you get after that. So it's kind of like coming out the other side. So you may still be feeling those challenging feelings that's sort of keeping you back. I want you to have the belief in better and that you are deserving and that you have the power. So that's really the sort of feelings I got very strongly as I did that, because with the winding path, it's kind of like I'm seeing lots of choices with that as well. So I'm going to start with the energy of this group with what's currently going on. And I'm using my Witch's Wisdom for this. I love this deck. It's very witchy. And since we're in that season, so I'm going to pick 3 actually for this group. I think the last group only had 2. But this one gets 3, aren't you lucky? Okay. So I feel like spirit guides are leaning in very closely with this group. So you are being heard. Something about unicorns as well. It could be like if a child brings in a unicorn teddy or something like that. There could be something about unicorns. Maybe also believing in, I've given you 4 now, believe in the sort of fantasy, believe in maybe your inner child wants to be heard a little louder as well. Don't be afraid to do things that you did when you were little, whether it's like me and my partner recently, we had a craving for dairy sandwiches, which is what we had when we were kids. And we've had a great time with our inner children. It could be something that needs to be released on your side as well. I'm going to see what your destiny wants to come up and say as well. Okay. Okay. Let's get some tarot. Oh, coming straight out the top. I'll take those. Put them there. Love these cards. The beautiful artwork on them. 3, 4. Lots of 4s here. So this is definitely about security. 4s is always about security, home life, and your foundations. So there's definitely a lot going on with home here. And I'm going to get 1 mermaid card. One traveler's card. There's lots of fear in this group as well, because I notice I'm taking lots of cards from the bottom of the deck. So there's lots of shadow work happening here. So, and that's good. It means that you're facing the things that challenge you. And once we lean in and embrace those, then you're no longer held victim by them anymore, you know. So it's actually a very empowering space to be in. It can be scary, but it's absolutely worth it. And I'm going to choose 1 wisdom. And 1 fortune telling card, what's working with you behind the scenes. Because I get some of you have really unrealized potential when it comes to spiritual gifts. Like you probably don't realize how powerful you are. And this is something that needs to be worked with within yourself, because it's spiritual awakenings, things like that. It isn't always about seeing ghosts and spirit and all that. It's actually acknowledging the universe that exists already within you, that you are part of it. And getting to know yourself on a whole real level, you know. So it's actually a really beautiful space to be in. I want to take 1 from the angels. Your guardian angels want to say something. I'm going to take that one because he was jumping out. Okay. Right. Let's see what we get. I'm going to start with the energy. And we've got 4. Magic circle, protection. There you go, right there. It's a beautiful energy to be working with. You are being held and protected as you move forward on this path. You may be feeling very conflicted, but there's huge protection around you. And again, you know, I said I felt lots of conflict. You are more than able to handle situations. I keep hearing choose peace, don't get involved. So if you are noticing lots of arguments happening around you, because there is a lot of that in the energy right now, step away. It doesn't serve you. You already know who you are. You already know what it is that you believe. And sometimes you can't teach other people to see things the way you do because they haven't taken that path. Hopefully they will. But we're all on our own unique path, and we all have our own sides that we believe, you know, especially if there's the politics and things like that that's all happening at the moment. Just sort of stay in your own, you know, in your own space. It's protected. You're best protected there as well. And you also got altar, dedication. This is about you having all your gifts that you have available to you. This is your place of worship. So if this is for the spiritual people of this group, know that you are heard and seen by all the spirit around you. There is new knowledge wanting to be brought down to you here as well, with a cup of life. I see it as the cup of knowledge. And also this book, this unwritten, things that are yet to be revealed to you. Dedication, dedicate yourself to your own path. It cannot steer you wrong. You have two flames here, which tells me that I feel that you have those that are looking out for you. I feel strong love in this connection here. I feel that there is someone who's walking this path with you, who is unafraid, and they're like your ride or die, you know. And maybe these are the people that you can look to ask for assistance. You don't have to do it all, because you see the feminine and masculine aspect here, that you do have lots of magical gifts here. Once you realize it, spirit is listening and they're ready. Okay, candle magic. Oh yes, very, very beautifully spiritual, very Wiccan sort of energy here, working with nature and its energies. And I keep noticing this green flame here, so there could be lots going on with your heart chakra and emotions right now as well. You're someone who leads with love, and that's exactly what everybody needs in this world right now. And I'm noticing the purple here as well to do with spiritual connection. You may be led very much via the heart. Maybe you're experiencing lots of emotional situations right now that's going to crack open your heart. The world needs more of that. Don't be afraid of that emotional healing. And this card, wand, intention. Yes, where you send your energy, where you send your focus, is where all the energy is going to go. So you keep your intention and your focus on your goals. You see how it's directing it right to this brightest star. You have all the energy flowing right behind you. It feels to me like blustery wind that's wishing to take you down that road, you know. So don't be afraid of any pulls that you may be experiencing that's wanting to take you in that direction. And it may feel completely alien and isolated to you about where it is that you're going. I don't want you to think too much about it. Get out of your head. Go with your heart. And it won't steer you wrong. Your higher self, I feel, really wants to sort of step into the vibe here. So let's take a look at your tarot. 3 of Swords. With Judgment. Now these are the ones that flew out. You see the Judgment card here. You see how this, she reminds me of the Empress from Neverending Story. You see this beautiful light that's coming through her third eye chakra here. Awakening. Purity. This is very starseed kind of energy. She sees. She's all knowing. And this is through the heartbreak that you've experienced. Now I feel this is about someone being overstretched. This feels to me about someone who has been giving too much out and not enough in. And it's driving you insane. You see this. You see the same light as above her crown is the same as this one. I feel that there's about some clarity is wanting to come in here when it comes to your own path and what you've been experiencing. And 3 is the Holy Trinity number. Ascended Masters wanting to work with you here. Now, heartbreak with Judgment is talking about spiritual lessons. You're in a classroom. There is things that you're needing to overcome, and it may be that you are overgiving. And this is something that you need to sort of work through and say, where is it that I can best pour my energy, where I feel in balance with myself? And then you've got the Queen of Cups and the Sun. Oh, that's beautiful. So this is talking about protecting your own emotional health. There may also be a female around you that may be assisting or needs your assistance as well. But this is talking about you being in your space of where you're able to receive. And you see how she's She's totally relaxing. She's totally chill, you know. Very empathic energy within this group here as well. She has clear communication, so she doesn't have throat chakra issues anymore, because we see this blue chair. She's in an expressive space. She's very creative and artistic. And this is what's bringing in the sun for you as well. So I feel, don't be afraid to express your needs. There's lots of red here, from the red shoes to the red dress to the red cloak. This is all about strength. This is to do with your foundations, your base chakra. This is all about your stability and your security, and that you're able to actually create this. There's beautiful sunflowers here, saying that you've made it, your creation. Go towards the sun. Sunflowers are able to recharge each other by facing each other. So stay perhaps maybe in your soul group as well, those that make you feel good. Maybe there are some people you need to separate yourself from because of these Three of Swords. There's nothing but pain and heartache here. Make a decision. Judgment is about decisions as well. Okay, I'm going to look at your harmony fortune telling cards. We've got air. Seek a union of mind and spirit. Absolutely. It's getting out of this head space. It's causing chaos. And with this blue again, communication, throat chakra. Even though it's air, air is also communication. It's a mental card. When we have it in tarot, all the swords are all mental. So this is about you getting out of your head space, being able to communicate. Journaling could also really help you here as well. There could also be something around timing here, because this is the air suit. So this talks about Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and we're in Libra season now. But I do feel particularly around now, which is October, and January could be very pinnacle time for this group as well. So timing around those two parts of the seasons. So as we're entering the winter season, there could be something very pinnacle happening there as well. And then you've got the dragon, strength and wisdom. Now the dragon, they are protectors. They protect their treasure, you know. They're also very wise. And there are some people who do dragon readings, which I always find so fascinating. But with this, I get the feeling it's about honouring what's, you need to protect what's yours. And again, green, protect your heart space perhaps here as well. I want to see what we get with the Witch's Wisdom next to those two. Enlighten. Illumination is near. A period of enlightenment and clarity awaits. That's beautiful. So yeah, there's going to be a lovely clear cut. This is like the Ace of Swords. Breaking through that confusion. Making the decisions that are right for you. That's going to honour your emotional health. That's going to bring it in what it is that you need. I feel like it's making your circle smaller but clearer. And then dragon, protecting what's yours. And this is a very card about opportunity and prosperity as well. So having strength and wisdom as you move along on your path. And I'm going to take a look at your destiny cards. And you've got success. Look at that very strong power animal you have here. That beautiful panther. And look, you've got a chatterbox here with the old parrot. So, yeah, you'll have to watch out for that. And also we've got this full moon, especially with this full moon coming in on Monday as well, the super moon, especially when it's been in Aries. This is a time of strength and stepping into your courage. You're very strong. You're very protected. You have success on your path. Don't spend time to those that just chatter nonsense, because they hold you back. And then you've got opportunity, again, this beautiful moon card. There is definitely going to be some real clarity coming in for you in the coming days, where things are just going to lock into space and you're going to understand how to move forward. And that's why I feel those of you that may have felt drawn to pile one as well, that's telling you where you're going to be going next. So I think it's a beautiful journey to be taking with that. Now we have our journey card, and it's got crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending and releasing. Follow your journey. I just almost said follow your own path, but that was a slogan on advertising a few years ago, so I don't want to follow that one. But you are coming across a bridge. Keep following that guiding light. And doesn't it look like a pumpkin? You know, so this is going to be a very pinnacle month for you, I feel. So keep moving on this path that you're walking right now. You don't really know where it's taking you, but you're going to have faith and trust as you take it. You are being protected as you do. And then we've got this angel healing retreat. Yep. Choose peace. Take yourself away from just conflicting energies that I'm feeling. They feel like I don't feel you'll ever make a difference in those situations because they don't want to. They don't want to learn. They don't want to work with you on that. They'll never see it the way you see it. They haven't had your experiences, so just let it go and retreat. Move away from that energy. Give yourself some self-nurturing. And then lastly, with the mermaids, you've got simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. Oh, that's beautiful. So it looks to me like you're going to be having a bit more of a quiet time. And this is where you're going to be enjoying your peace. And it's absolutely well deserved. You know, just do it vibrationally. You don't have to be out there championing for anything. You can just do it in your own space, within your own parameters and boundaries, where you're keeping yourself safe and clearing your aura. Sun's coming in. So just keep being who you are. I'm absolutely rooting for you. Have a lovely week, and I look forward to doing one of these again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, my lovely group threes. I hope that you're all having a lovely day and looking forward to the weekend. Thank you for joining me on my first video community reading, if you like. And if you're joining me on YouTube, welcome and thank you for being here. I thoroughly feel very humbled by that. Okay, so group three. There's some very different energy with this group, and I really love the energy that I'm getting from it already. It's very different from the other two. This is a lot more spiritual in nature, so there could be a huge spiritual path that you're currently walking or certainly embarking upon. It may be spirit calling upon you to take your place among spiritual readers yourself. I've got angel numbers 333 and 555 with this group. 333 is Ascended Masters. It's a number that I kept getting repeatedly during 2020 when I knew I was embarking upon a twin flame journey. And what a journey it's been, and it's been wonderful and very learning, very challenging, but absolutely worth it in lots of ways. So this may be something that you two may recognize. This could talk about a lot of emotional, spiritual overhaul that you may have experienced in life, lots of challenges and traumas that you're having to heal from. This is talking about using your abilities and turning it into a therapeutic sort of practice because you haven't enjoyed them for no reason at all. Like, I feel like your energy is being called upon in this time, but your energy frequency is very different to the other two groups. I'm going much higher above the clouds, and what I got with this as well is as soon as I started sorting the cards up, putting them away, I got a very strong sense of tobacco smell. Someone's smoking, so there could be someone around you who is a strong smoker in spirit. They're letting you know that they're with you, but this could also indicate any new gifts that you may be experiencing yourself. You may be someone who picks up on spirit scent, or your spiritual gifts are completely growing and just, I want to say exploding, but more imploding. Like it's like the universe within you is getting ready. You know, it's beautiful, beautiful energy. So I have this group is the Spiritual Awakening group, Empaths and Starseeds. This is a time of self-discovery. You're getting to know yourself on a whole new level, and there's been lots of shedding. You've had to shed a lot of things. This is to do with perceptions, the way you've perceived yourself, the roles you play in life, everything that comes with that. You know, everything that you are and are meant to be is coming into form now. So this could talk about huge, huge shifts that you're taking in life. You're deviating away from the norm, how everybody may have seen you, how you saw yourself. It can feel very lonely as well. There's lots of hermit energy with this, and that's all internal. It's all to do with you just sort of peeling back all the layers, every layer, and realizing actually you are not of who and where you are born. You are an individual with individual gifts, and now you perhaps might start to realize why you've been placed where you've been placed and with whom, and the people that we've been connected to, whether they be partners, marriages. Quite a lot of people have probably gone through divorce in this group, and it's all about sort of carrying. You've had to carry the lion's share a lot, but this is to unravel. It's like an onion being peeled back. Lots of layering. You may be more isolated now than what you were before, but you're also meeting your soul group. You're also traveling the path that's less traveled. So you're forming your own journey, like you're the first person. So it's like there's no footprints in front of you. You're creating the footprints for other people to follow. This is where you meet your soul family and you're the people who really are on the same level as you. I'm hearing high frequency in my ears now. So that also is another gift. That could be clairaudient that's coming in for you. Maybe you're hearing names, voices, chattering. Unless, of course, you have any mental health issues in history. Obviously, I'm not a physician, but I feel this is much more on the spiritual side, but you'll know the difference. Obviously, if a spirit is telling you to hurt someone, then that's not a spirit. Okay. So we have, these are the time of spirit workers and healers. This is also, I'm getting very strong energy from a maternal figure in spirit as well, guiding you on your spiritual path. They're assisting you with your gifts and how you lean into them to help unravel. There's some serious health changes, or you may have experienced some health challenges recently as well. I want to say those that have, it's because it's clearing your chakras to purify them. It's like, I hear like decalcifying. So if you've had any issues with throat, nose or head, this is all to do with those chakras that's been clearing out as well. You may have ability as well when it comes to physical mediumship, because I'm seeing electrical issues. This could be around electrical lights, washing machines, ovens, phones, those kind of thing as well. There's something about small dogs here as well, so making themselves known as a confirmation of this reading for you. So if you've had small dogs, or you may be getting a small dog, or even if you're walking through the park and small dogs are running up to you, that could be of a meaning as well. But this is the sort of list of what I got for the energy of this group, those that may be drawn to it. This will tell you that this reading is meant for you. If you feel that none of that makes any sense to you whatsoever, then maybe this reading isn't meant for you, and maybe one of the other two might be calling for you as well. If not, maybe next time, and that's absolutely fine too. But yeah, what's meant for you will never pass you by. So we're going to go and check out what your cards have to say. So I'm going to start off with the energy of my Witch's Wisdom Oracle, because I love these ones. And we're just going, I've still got that really strong smell of cigarette smoke. Okay. I choose 3. Okay. Don't be afraid to take your time, especially those of you that may be developing your spiritual gifts. Just take your time. You don't have to rush off with it, because I suddenly found myself sort of slowing down. My heart was slowing down. So it's like sort of it's like settle in, you know, don't be afraid. And you may have sort of like nervous energy about being able to deliver, but don't worry, just go with what you're feeling and trust upon that. You're a very feeling person with lots of amazing gifts. I want to see what this destiny. And I think like maybe teachers within this group as well, or those that have worked with children, or those that are in need. I'm going to get some tarot. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for change. Okay. Notice myself humming in this group, so singing could probably really help clear your own chakras as well. Don't be afraid. No one's judging your singing ability. It could be that you're clearing out your own throat chakra when it comes to your own expressions, being able to express yourself, expressing yourself in an assertive way, especially with this full moon coming. It's all about having courage, being courageous within your own voice sense, and asserting yourself, setting the standard. Never settle is what I'm hearing as well. So don't settle for less than what it is that you know that you deserve. And I have 2 of those as well. All right. And I choose fortune telling card. Yeah, there's been a lot of work happening in this group. People have done emotional health healing, because I'm not rushing into anything. There's a lot of forethought between the cards. So you're taking your time thinking about what steps to take, which is very good. It means that you're holding space, you're being present. Okay. Right. And I'm going to choose, oh yeah, one travel card. Oh, okay, they came out. What falls to the floor comes to the door. Okay, I'm going to put those there at the top. Right, let's start with the energy. You have Pentacle, respect. Okay. Now what I feel with this is to do with spirit. That you've always had a very deep respect for spirit and your abilities. And the respect for the universe, I feel. I also see this as well as respect being sent to you by spirit. They respect you as an individual and the journey you have taken. Like you hold a very high stance in the spirit world. They see you as a divine being. I see that this is a time for you to respect yourself and your abilities as well. Don't let anybody take you for granted. You can be a very giving person, but absolutely have boundaries here as well. Because I'm seeing lots of protection around this as well for you. Because quite often us witches will wear a pentacle or a pentagram for protection, because the 5 points here is to do with earth, air, wind. Sorry, earth, air, wind. What am I saying? Earth, air, water and fire. And the top one is spirit. And this is where you are in this space of, I feel like this spirit one here at the top here. Even though it feels slightly dimmer, it's not, it's growing. I feel this is going to be the longest lasting candle. If we were to watch all these candles go, that it's the one that holds the most prominence. Now, I feel like you're also being led by spirit here as well. But this time of respect here is that I feel the respect that spirit has here for you. I feel you're going to be rewarded financially for your gifts and your abilities. And this is something you've been doing for a long, long time in previous lifetimes, because I see this triquetra here. And this healing, and there's lots of witchy energy here with this as well, because I'm being drawn to this. It's like that Celtic druidry kind of energy, being more connected to earth and nature. Don't be surprised if you start experiencing other different entities, whether it would be nature, spirit, or like I talked about, animal spirit as well. But this is a time of honouring yourself and honouring those before you. You have quite, I feel, a soul mission here as well. Let's see what we have here. Lady Goddess, feminine. You may have been drawn to pile 1 as well, because Lady Goddess came up there too. This is about you stepping into your power and your individuality. And also the cycles of the moon here is very much affecting you. So you may also be experiencing and feeling this new full moon that's coming in. It's super moon. Very, very strong. This unraveling rose. Now, the rose quite often can be romantic in nature. But I feel with this is about your unraveling of the rose. I feel this is to do with crown chakra, believe it or not, that where you are receiving energy and awakening to who you are meant to be, who you've always been. And I feel very much the starseed energy that comes with this, allowing yourself to receive. But it's also like she's pouring it into herself. So you've unlocked something within yourself here. You've triggered your own awakening by your own, I think, taking action, really. By you taking the action that was needed, you've uncovered something within yourself here. So this is a time for you to step into your divine being. Okay. And a theme, boundaries. You're very strong. You may have been someone who struggled with boundaries before, but now I feel this is going to be less of an issue. Boundaries is something that you need to practice, and you need to keep on with it every day. Also doing your shield of protection every day, putting yourself in white light, only putting yourself in circumstances and situations that you feel absolutely have to be, because you're very someone who experiences energy on a very sensitive level, and you have to be very cautious about where it is that you wish to put yourself and place yourself. Follow the stream where the universe is guiding you. If something feels off, then it's off, don't go. You know, if something feels good, then it's good and you can go. You know, follow the green lights, if you like. You know, so this is boundaries to do with your own energy, that respect, protecting your Lady Goddess energy. You are growing. You are just fully opening up. You're fully open. So you have to protect that space, especially in the current energies that are currently going on in the world. So you're particularly vulnerable right now as well. So I want you to be able to make sure that you are protecting yourself. Now it's taking me straight to this fortune telling card. And you've got the Knight triumph over adversity. Before, I saw that maybe you were someone who used to run from conflict, from this sort of Knight of Swords. But now actually I see you as the Knight of Swords, that you are triumphant. You're now putting on the shield and the armor and you're charging ahead. That you are someone who is triumphant and you are different, and celebrating, embracing that you are different. I hear as well that you have an ability to express yourself for those that will listen. So be careful of your words. You know, make sure that what you want to say is what you mean to say, that you're saying exactly what it is that you mean. And I feel that perhaps that's what's happening here anyway, because I feel that sort of slower, more thoughtful energy within this group. So you are definitely channeling from a space that is divine. So it is a really lovely space to be in. And a witch's wisdom, manifest. Mix your intentions with care, craft your desires into reality. I'm seeing there may be some creative energy here as well. Sort of seeing like flowers being weaved into a wreath. So if this is something that you have done or are considering doing, you could be someone who channels a lot of energy through creative pursuits. There may be a hidden gift there. But yeah, manifest. You may have the ability of being a hedge witch here as well. Someone who can create physical energy through the pursuits of nature. So it could be like mixing up some herbs, and when you're rubbing it into your food as you're seasoning it, like you're creating a spell there with that as well. You may be someone who may be getting like more sensitive to the foods that you eat. It's reached a space for me now where I can only cook my own food. If I have certain foods that are made by other people, if I have takeaways, it can make me really, really unwell. I can feel the energy of the person who made it, you know, so it might be something that might resonate with you. So just, yeah, it's just the energies that we're mixing in. So just sort of keep an eye out for that. And I'm going to look into your tarot here now. Oh, we got the Lovers card. Oh, how lovely. Okay. With a 7 of Wands. Look at her. She looks like she's about to kick down the things that cause sort of a challenge. Like she's like, I'm coming, you know. Look at that fiery energy there. With Strength. Yeah, you've done a lot of facing of your fears here. Lots of divine energy wanting to come in. Very passionate. I'm getting very strong when I talked about the electrical issues. It's your own energy that's creating sparks. You might get static shock when you touch things as well. Got 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, moving with the flow of life. And then you've got the Star, and I'm going to take that upright. I don't feel it's supposed to be reversed. Yeah, starseed energy. Look at her. These are your beings. These are your people. Now, the dreadlocks, if you've ever watched Avatar, you know when they use their hair to plug into their animals, and those that are even the trees, is because they use that as the connection to create the bond. Now, it's actually very similar to Rastafarians who have dreadlocks. They wrap them to cover their crown because they feel energy that much more keenly, much more strongly. And that's what I feel with this as well. Protect your hair. You may need to wrap it more. Protect your energy. Hence the Athame, boundaries and where you direct your energy. The 8 of Pentacles here is talking about these gifts with the Star and the 8 of Pentacles, is that these are coming together, that you are creating something that's going to be fruitful for you and those of your family. Lean into this space of where strength comes in. There could be some new courses coming up for you here as well. It doesn't have to be spiritual in nature, but there's a gift that's wanting to come through to you. And this is talking about New Year as well, maybe January time. Now with Strength, this is where I feel that this is your spirit animal, I feel. So if you've had any dreams of animals, particularly lions, cats, tigers, you're nurturing. You're like, there's no fear here. Like you're holding this real presence of strength. Now the 7 of Wands talks about being in a space where you are in an optimal sort of space. You may have come from a space where you felt like life was happening to you and you didn't have a lot of control over it. Well, the 7 of Wands is saying you're rising, you're in an optimal position. And the Lovers here. Now, I want to put a clarifying card on that, because the Lovers can talk about many different things. I talked about your soul family wanting to come and connect with you. And I talked about being on the twin flame energy as well. So there could be a bit of that. But let's just see. 3 of Wands. And I just heard what you're seeking is seeking you. No, you don't rush this. It might be that you're looking for a love or a connection or a person. This could even be family orientated for some of you as well. They're seeking you too. Allow it to come in divine timing. This is about waiting for your ships to come in, but they're en route. Yeah, 4 of Cups. I feel like you've been waiting a long time. And the 7 of Swords. And it feels like the universe has been giving you nothing but sort of frogs. You know, you've had to deal with some very shady characters in your life as well, which has been very unfair and unfortunate. But in this space is where you've actually learned to, I feel like that it can put you in a space where you feel like you don't trust anybody because of how they, like, you could only rely upon yourself. But that looks to want to come into change because someone's going to come in and rock your world. Now, this could be romantic in nature for some, and for others, it could be a deep friendship, someone who's going to walk this line of life with you. This could be a companion of sorts. There are going to be some choices and decisions to make here as well, but everything's going to bloom around you. You're both bringing the same energy to the table. So it's a really lovely energy. So yeah, you're kicking away all the shady characters, those that have worn masks. You're in a really strong position now, so I want you to believe in your own abilities to see and feel. Now, I'm going to look at your destiny cards, and we've got Adventures. Lovely card here. Where your emotional health just flows. This is also to do with your crown chakra. There's lots of information being poured down to you here as well. And I see travel coming up here for you as well. So this is going to be a hell of a journey for you. And I want you to stop and smell the roses and stay present as often as possible, because I feel that things are going to change for you rather swiftly. So staying grounded is going to be really important. And then you've got change coming in rather swiftly. And with this, we've got this love. This always reminds me of childhood. You know, the horse. I had a lamp like this. My dad bought it for me. And it really reminds me, I had a hot air balloon type lampshade. And it always reminds me of that. So there may be lots of things around nostalgia here for you as well. Your childhood, maybe working with childhood, your inner child. And this is talking about as well, you see how he's gliding towards the sun, but he's not rushing it. He's just gliding. You know, so just trust the journey, trust the movements and where the wind takes you. Let it just flow towards you, because you are absolutely heading towards it. Okay. And then you've got illumination. This is clarity. The fog is lifting. What may have been a stagnant time for you, and very, very challenging in lots of ways. There's going to be a reveal here. Those of you that may have experienced some conflict, especially with the 7 of Swords here, that's going to be lit up. You don't need to do anything. You just need to say your piece and walk away. Let the rest just happen naturally. This fog is going to lift away from that. This person's going to be revealed for what it is that they've done. So if that's something that you have been thinking about, or a person who may have harmed you, they're going to be seen. You don't need to put any more energy into it. Just allow the universe to deliver it. You know, sometimes when we stay consistent in our energy, we don't need to pour anything more into it. They'll just show themselves up. Okay. Now, with the journey cards, you've got discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. And isn't that interesting when I said about just going about your own business, they will be seen. You see how these two people aren't even looking at you. They're looking forward. They're like, oh, we're probably having a good gossip about something that's been experienced. And you're just on your merry old way. You're like, I've done my piece. I'm now moving on. So discovering truth. You are a truth seeker and someone who shines the light on others as well. You may trigger a lot of people as well. People may feel awkward around you, and you always wonder why that is. It's because you shine the light on their shadow, and there's no shame in that. It's something who you're meant to be, and just sort of honor your own abilities and gifts. Those that have done the shadow will enjoy your space, so don't be afraid to shine the light on others. And then you've got protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. Now this is Archangel Michael, so he comes in to protect spirit workers. So if ever you feel afraid you call upon him to surround you with his beautiful bright blue light. Now, you may sometimes see spots of blue light around, and if you do, just know it's him. But yeah, you are very much protected by the angelic realm. So go you. And lastly, fogged in. Go slow, take time, flow with it. Just allow the boat and the wind to take you to where you want to go. There is lots of travel cards here as well, notice, with the boats. And then from the mermaids, we have a treasure chest. An unseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. So financially, you've got a beautiful gift coming in that's going to support you. And lastly, make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. I think this is about a decision that you need to make for yourself. And you may feel a little bit selfish about it, but there's no selfishness in this. This is something you deserve. So that is the energy I feel with that. So that is your reading. I hope it's brought you some clarity and truth on your path and a little bit of encouragement. Keep going. I'm totally rooting for you. And I hope to catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.